I never imagined that at 72 I'd wake up feeling more alive than I did at 50. Yet here I am, not because of some miracle drug or expensive treatment, but because of 10 simple habits that transformed everything. I used to believe the same thing you might be thinking right now, that slowing down is just part of getting older. Then one morning, after months of these small daily practices, I realized I was wrong. And the best part? Not one of these habits costs a dime or takes more than minutes a day. Now, let's get started. Habit number 1. Morning gratitude. The first habit that changed everything for me was starting each day with gratitude. Before my feet even touch the floor, I take just 30 seconds to name 3 things I'm thankful for. Some days, it's big things: my grandchildren's health, the roof over my head. Other days, it's simple: the birds singing outside, the coffee waiting in the kitchen. Take Margaret, 72, who lived alone after losing her husband. She told me how mornings were the hardest. Waking up to an empty house felt crushing. But when she began this gratitude practice, something shifted. I stopped focusing on who wasn't there and started appreciating what was, she said. Our brains are wired to notice problems, especially as we age. When your knees hurt or you're worried about money, it's easy to spiral into negativity. This simple habit interrupts that pattern. You don't need a fancy journal or special words. Just 30 seconds of gratitude each morning changes how you see the entire day ahead. Habit number 2, the 10-minute walk. The second habit sounds so simple you might dismiss it: a daily 10-minute walk. Not power walking, not miles of hiking, just 10 minutes of gentle movement outside. When Arthur, age 68, retired from teaching, he found himself sitting more than ever before. His doctor warned him about his rising blood pressure, but exercise programs felt overwhelming. So he started with just 10 minutes around his neighborhood each morning. After 6 months, Arthur told me, those 10 minutes became 20, then 30. My blood pressure dropped, but more importantly, I started sleeping better and my mood improved. What makes this habit work is its simplicity. You don't need special clothes, equipment, or a gym membership. You just need to step outside. Walking improves circulation, strengthens your heart, clears your mind, and connects you with the world around you. If mobility is a challenge, even sitting outside for 10 minutes brings many of the same benefits: fresh air, natural light, and a change of perspective. Remember, movement doesn't need to be difficult to be effective. The best exercise is always the one you'll actually do. Habit number 3, the half-plate rule. The third habit transformed not just my health but my energy levels: the half-plate rule. At every meal, I fill half my plate with vegetables or fruits before adding anything else. I'm not talking about restrictive diets or counting calories. Those rarely work long term, especially after 50, when our metabolism changes. This simple visual guide naturally improves nutrition without feeling like deprivation. Elizabeth, 76, struggled with digestive problems and low energy for years. Doctors gave me medications, but nothing really helped, she said. When she adopted the half-plate rule, she noticed changes within weeks: better digestion, more stable energy, and even clearer thinking. Our bodies need more nutrients as we age, not fewer, yet many seniors eat less variety. This habit ensures you're getting fiber, vitamins, and minerals your body needs to heal and maintain energy. The beauty of this approach is its flexibility. You don't need special foods or complicated recipes. Whatever you're having, just start with filling half your plate with vegetables or fruits. Habit number 4, the afternoon pause. The fourth habit gave me back a sense of peace I hadn't felt in years. The afternoon pause. Each day around 3 p.m., I stop whatever I'm doing for just 5 minutes of complete rest. This isn't meditation or prayer, though it could include those things. It's simply sitting quietly without television, phone, or conversation. Just a complete pause. Robert, 79, was always busy, volunteering, helping with grandchildren, working in his garden. He rarely stopped moving. I was exhausted but couldn't sleep at night, he told me. When he added this afternoon pause, he found not only did his energy last longer, but his evening anxiety disappeared. As we age, constant activity can drain us in ways we don't notice until we're completely depleted. This brief pause resets your nervous system, helping you finish the day with more energy and presence. You don't need special techniques. Just stop, sit comfortably, and breathe naturally for 5 minutes. No goal, no expectation. Just pause. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Let's move forward. Habit number 5, connection before consumption. The fifth habit completely changed my relationships. Connection before consumption. Each day, I make sure to connect with someone personally before consuming news, social media, or entertainment. Whether it's a phone call to my sister, coffee with a neighbor, or even just a real conversation with the grocery store clerk, human connection comes first. Barbara, 66, found herself increasingly anxious after retirement. I'd wake up and immediately turn on the news. By lunchtime, I felt the world was falling apart, she explained. When she started putting connection first, her perspective shifted. Real people in my real life became my focus, not distant problems I can't solve. Our brains aren't designed to process the volume of negative information modern media delivers. After 50, this constant stress affects us even more deeply, raising blood pressure and weakening immunity. This habit creates a buffer of human warmth before exposing yourself to the world's problems. It doesn't mean ignoring current events. It simply means filling your social cup first. Habit number 6, the evening review. The sixth habit improved my sleep and reduced my worry. The evening review. Each night before bed, I take 3 minutes to review the day, noting what went well and what I'll do differently tomorrow. This isn't about judging or criticizing yourself. It's a gentle accounting that helps close the mental books on the day. James, 74, struggled with insomnia for years after retirement. My mind would race with everything left undone or problems to solve, he said. The evening review helped him acknowledge what was finished and set the rest aside until morning. As we age, worry can increase, especially during nighttime hours. This brief review helps your brain recognize that the day is complete and it's safe to rest. I keep a small notebook by my bed and simply write 3 things that went well today and what I'll focus on tomorrow. This creates a gentle boundary between active hours and rest. Habit number 7. Learning something new. The 7th habit kept my mind sharp and brought unexpected joy. Learning something new every week, no matter how small. This isn't about formal education or difficult challenges. It's about nurturing curiosity through small discoveries. One week, I might learn about a bird species visiting my yard. Another week, how to make a new recipe. Sometimes it's as simple as looking up the history of my town or understanding how something in my home works. Helen, 81, worried about her memory declining. I felt my world shrinking, she told me. When she started intentionally learning new things, she noticed her thinking became clearer and her conversations more interesting. Our brains need novelty to stay sharp. After 50, we often stick to familiar routines, but this habit introduces gentle stimulation that builds new neural connections. You don't need classes or computers. Learning can be as simple as asking questions, reading about new subjects, or trying new skills. The joy isn't in mastery, but in discovery. Habit number 8. Decluttering one space. The 8th habit brought me surprising peace, decluttering just one small space each week. This isn't about minimalism or getting rid of treasured possessions. It's about creating breathing room in your daily life. Each week, I choose one drawer, one shelf, or one corner to simplify. Sometimes I remove items. Other times, I just reorganize to make things more accessible. Thomas, 77, found his home overwhelming after his wife passed away. I couldn't face dealing with everything at once, he shared. By tackling just one small area weekly, he gradually created a space that felt manageable and peaceful. As we age, our environment affects us more deeply than we realize. Clutter increases stress hormones and makes daily tasks harder. This habit gradually lightens that burden. The key is consistency without overwhelm. One small space each week adds up to significant change over time without the exhaustion of major cleaning projects. If you're still watching this video and finding those insights valuable, please comment number 8 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Habit number 9. Daily touch. The 9th habit addressed a need we rarely discuss: physical touch. Each day, I make sure to experience meaningful physical contact, whether through handshakes, hugs, or even simply holding my own hand. After my spouse passed, I realized how much I missed simple touch. Research shows touch deprivation increases as we age, yet touch remains essential for well-being. Martha, 70, lived alone and realized she sometimes went days without any physical contact. She started getting regular haircuts, occasional massages within her budget, and made a point of appropriate hugs with friends. I sleep better and feel less anxious, she noticed. If you have limited social contact, self-touch works too. Try applying lotion to your hands mindfully, placing your hand over your heart when worried, or even hugging yourself. Your body responds to compassionate touch, regardless of the source. Touch lowers blood pressure, reduces stress hormones, and reminds us we're not alone in the world. In a culture that often overlooks seniors' need for physical connection, this habit recognizes its continued importance. Habit number 10. Savoring one moment. The final habit, and perhaps the most transformative, is savoring one moment fully each day. This isn't complicated. Each day, I consciously choose one ordinary experience to notice completely. The taste of my tea, the warmth of sunlight, the sound of rain, or the comfort of my chair. For just 1 minute, I pay complete attention, using all my senses to experience it fully. William, 83, had become increasingly negative about aging. "Everything hurts, everything's harder," he would say. When he began deliberately savoring one moment daily, his perspective slowly shifted. I realized good moments still existed. I just wasn't noticing them anymore. As we age, our minds often drift toward what's wrong, what hurts, what's been lost. This habit gently redirects attention to what's still good, still beautiful, still worth experiencing. The power lies in its simplicity. You don't need special circumstances or perfect health to practice savoring. Whatever life contains today, there is at least one moment worth your full attention. Final thoughts. Now that I've shared these 10 habits, take a moment to reflect on your own life. Which one resonated most deeply with you? What small change might you make tomorrow? The beauty of these practices is their gentleness. You don't need to overhaul your entire routine or push beyond your capacity. Even adopting just one habit can begin a positive spiral that leads to others naturally. Remember, it's never too late to reshape your experience of aging. I started these habits in my 50s, but I've seen people in their 80s and 90s benefit from them too. The question isn't whether you can change, it's which small step you'll take first. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing which habit you might try or one that's already working in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.